What's up, everybody? It's Sir Mill coming to you from Small Fry Show. I don't know why people don't straighten their tractor out on these spots, man. It makes it hard. If I didn't have doubles, I wouldn't have been able to get in that spot right there, man. That's how on the line that she is. On tonight's video, let's talk about Central Dispatch. Because if you get in this LTL field, you're going to deal with Central Dispatch at one time or another. But before we get too deep in this thing, you already know what I need you to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come join the family. Also, the views and topics expressed in these videos are mine and mine only. They do not represent the company that I work for. I am not the spokesperson for said company. Now that we got that out the way, how everybody doing? Hope everybody having a good week so far and whatnot. Everything's going good on my end. Central Dispatch. Let's talk about Central Dispatch because they play a big part in LTL, world. So what Central Dispatch is and what they do, these guys don't know nothing about getting out, man. Getting out in front of you, then coming over. So they have a region that they handle. So Central Dispatch communicates with your terminal as far as what needs to be done. Now, your terminal will look at freight and say, hey, we can put you on this. But at the end of the day, Central has the final say so. So for me, being out of Columbus, Ohio, my central region would be the Great Lakes region. They have, 20, for us, it's 20, 25 terminals that they deal with. So once I leave Columbus and start heading up here to New York, any situation that I have, I need to call Central. For example, last night, when I got to Irving, it arrived me. I put how many hooks, drops, fuel, the meat driver, his number, all that stuff. Submit. Well, when you do that, it'll give you the end of the trip, that leg, and it'll update you. So like for me, I was going to Cleveland. It should have said Irving to Cleveland. Or if he's not there yet, it'll say, driver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has not arrived yet. His ETA is, 23:45 or whatever. It didn't give me any of that. He was already there. So I had to call Central and say, hey, I'll give him my driver number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up here at RN, and they didn't give me an updated dispatch. He says, okay, you're going to Cleveland. I'll re-dispatch you and send you to Cleveland. All right, cool. Anything like that, Central's going to deal with. They're going to change. They can change your run. Times I've worked extra, Columbus may set me up from, this has happened to me, this exact load has happened to me. Columbus to Fort Wayne, Indiana, back to Columbus. Well, Central doesn't acknowledge that it's my day off. They don't know that I'm running extra. It's up to Columbus to put that on my hook card and say extra day so they know not to do this. But their goal is to move freight, whether it makes sense to you, whether it inconveniences you. This is just the truth. Their goal is to move freight. So I went from Columbus to Fort Wayne, dropped 2 from Fort Wayne, put them in the door, hooked my next 2, pulled around to the front. Went inside to get my paperwork and saw that my paperwork said Dayton. And I'm like, hold up. I was set for Columbus. So I called into Central, hey, you know, this is a driver, 12315, I'm here in Fort Wayne, and it said I just says Dayton. I'm supposed to be going back to Columbus. It's my day off. So he's like, well, how do I know that? I'm like, you don't know that. But if you're going to change something, you should give the driver the courtesy of calling, because then I could have told you that it was my extra day. Oh, well, we could have sent you to Toledo. I said, yeah, you could have. But you're missing the point that it's my extra day. I'm doing the company a favor. All right, well, you know, drop it. I said, no, I'm not dropping it. I already hooked to it. But from Dayton, I expect to go back to Columbus. Okay, yeah. So, some of that stuff is frustrating. They're just doing their job. And sometimes it does get frustrating, but you're going to deal with them in some capacity. Like I said, once you leave your terminal, you're at their mercy. And they're going to be the ones you're going to call in and deal with if you face any problems within that route, whether it's the wrong trailer, wrong dolly, or a trailer has an issue, or any of that stuff you're going to deal with. You're going to have to call Central Dispatch and you know, figure out what you need to do. As far as I understand, that they're out of the corporate office of whatever company you work for. So, you know, even having my run changed that day, my terminal can't fix that. They can't go behind what Central says. If they go back and change it back without Central acknowledging it, they're going to get in trouble by Central. Central is like the big brother. The terminals are the little brother. The big brother boss the little brother around. That's how it works. So get used to it, you know, as far as like I said, it's not always a bad experience. I'm not saying get used to it on that level, but just know that it's inevitable that you, at some point in time, are going to have to talk to and speak to them on some level, some form, some capacity. When I want to work extra, I call my terminal, see what they have. I can call Central and see what they have. Now, they'll tell you, like, hey, once you get out of here, man, you're at the mercy of Central. Just understand that. All right, cool, okay, I get it. You know, but also now, I'll make it be known, like, hey, listen, when it's extra and I ain't trying to do a lot, put on there on my hook card that it's my extra day. That way they don't try to use and abuse me. They just see me as a driver with available hours. Put that on there for me. So it's all about communication, which I hit on in the previous video. Communication is big in this industry, just in life in general. The good qualities in life carry over into your work life, your personal life, and it makes everything easier. Your tone makes everything easier. How you're saying it, how you're addressing it. You can be stern without being rude. So, for example, that day, I was stern with him, but I wasn't rude to him. Hey, listen, I'm willing to help you, but you got to help me as well and understand where I'm coming from. You don't even got to understand where I'm coming from, but I'm telling you, this is where I'm coming from. I'm giving you the courtesy. Give me that courtesy in return. If you would have called me, hey, we switching this, I would have told you, hey, it's my day off. That's why it's the way it is. I get it. You got, you know, 2 people dealing with 20 terminals and you know, 30, 40 people potentially out of each terminal that's got a problem where they're trying to, I get it. You can't always just make a phone call. But certain things can be fixed with communication, which is what I spoke on in the previous video. Communication is important. It's imperative. In life, period. Communicate. The quicker I know that I got a problem and I get Central on the phone, the quicker they can fix it. The quicker they got a problem and they get me on the phone, the quicker that it can be resolved, and I can be like, okay, I may need to change how I do this now. So that's why I'm saying communication in any sector, but there's going to be times you're going to be frustrated with Central Dispatch. I'm going to be honest with you. There's times I scratch my head, like, what is going on? But I'm still going to do my job to 100% of my ability, and I'm going to put 100% out there because I'm here to provide a service. And that's my integrity. is the service that I provide. So this is just a quick video, man. Central Dispatch, get used to them, learn who works out of your hub for Central Dispatch. You know, get in a little rapport with them. I don't talk to them enough to know them like that, because I don't always have an issue or a reason to talk to them, but learn them, learn what area they're out of, and everything will be all right. So that was just a quick video on Central Dispatch that came to my mind. I figured I'd get that out there. But as always, make sure you ride to your pickup and your delivery on time and safely. Call your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Love on somebody today. But most importantly, be the reason that somebody smiles today. The world needs it now more than ever. It's Shermel coming to you from the one and only Small Fry Show, and I'm out. Peace.